All right, let's see how this goes. Fit everything in here. This is watercolor paper. Let's see. Just trying to get the standard kind of hunched over thing. Squeeze in one hand, maybe. I only have a few minutes just to see if my internet can support this from my little classroom here, just using my phone. Add in a belt. I don't know which uniform this is. Using a 2B pencil, so I don't know if that's a good idea. It's a little too soft, if you ask me. Don't want to jam his arm into the space. Maybe it'll work. Don't ask me to draw out the rest of the figure. I was doing a drawing lesson with some kids yesterday. We were drawing K-pop demon hunters. The kids are, you know, friends of the family, but or kids of friends. They did a really good job. Been using, stuff like that as illustration as a way to kind of trick kids into learning observational drawing. Let's see. I do need an eraser. So let's see how this Pentel brush pen will do. I'm trying to loosen up, but I don't know exactly what kind of portrait I'm going for here. One with the eye holes open on the mask where you can see it, not the one that's like just flush to the skin. So then let's see if he's curling his lip up or something. His lip needs to be closer to his nose. I don't know if I can get that center line. All right, so then the lips aren't paper thin, they have thickness, so I'll try to incorporate that somehow, give him a bit more of a chin. And maybe making eye contact. I was imagining originally like looking off some direction, but I don't know about this. Maybe I can fix the center line or something here. That is it. It'll be here soon. I like that nose. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right, so this comes up the middle, spreads out. Maybe go like this. That expression. Giving him some plaque-ridden teeth here with all that Looks like he's more smiling now than like looking aggressive, but you know, that's okay. His teeth would be more right in the middle. He has an ear somewhere. Shrink this noggin down some. Looks a little silly, but oh well. I guess it's just to see if it works. All right, what else do we need? We need some kind of trapezius. We need a clavicle. Yeah, some kind of a neck somewhere. You know, I could have the pit of the neck here. Suggestion of a neck like this. Clavicle like this. We can connect like that. Oops, sorry. I think this is goofy, but I don't know what else. I guess this is the brown and tan uniform. My hand's just too big. Running out of time. Let's see, maybe like this. And a thumb. You can see more of his hand this way. Oh, maybe that's all right. All right, let's see what happens with this Pentel brush pen. I feel like I've been drawing too much digitally recently. And I don't have the kind of control with either medium, digital or analog, that I would really want to have. I have a thickness to this eyelid here. Don't want his eyes to be too big. I really like how, like Lionel Francis Yu, how he does like eyelashes. I'm going to add in an eyelid on this side. I think I put his nose down too far. I'll move his mouth up a little bit. I don't know where the center line went on his face. But I guess I think I'm correcting it okay as I go. It's looking better, I think. I hope. Some suggestion of an ear. Oh yeah. I think I screwed that up. I can fix it later. I really don't like my white Posca markers and how it interacts with all this kind of water soluble ink. It just gets really messy and gray and kind of gross. Maybe, I don't know if I can disguise that, turn it into a shadow or something, but we'll see. Add in some stubble. I'll add some more tone later, I hope. All right, so gonna work out this, what's going on with his neck, but I always find that to be one of the hardest parts of setting up one of these figures. Need to do some more study. Okay, so this is the pit of the neck. We can add in the clavicle. That's the trapezius. All right, this is in the foreground, so try to get a claw. Probably should have started on the left. Gonna be here soon. All right, so gloved hand. And like the seam of the glove. I always like that. And like Travis Charest or some artists like that, where there's like this kind of seam curving around. If you can get a fine enough line. All right. I'm going to be here in a minute. All right, so I'll add in a forearm, add in a glove, and some of this hunched but muscular abdomen. And I don't know, an X. Okay. Getting to his chest, striations in his pectoral muscle, clavicle on this side. Front of the trapezius. And looks like I couldn't do anything with that line, but hopefully I can later. It looks a little funny. He's going to tell a bad joke. Okay. For that plane change. I always like how artists in the 90s do this kind of thing. I'll show a little plane change here. Plane change down the brow. Do some kind of hatching here. And then, I don't know, maybe show some, like a thickness of these materials. Like, is it made out of leather or something? Add in some tone. I always like hatching. I think I do too much of it. That's what I like about brushes. You can fill in a big space really quickly. A car is pulled up. I hope it's just a customer next door. I don't hear any kids' voices. And keep rotating the brush. Get the shape that you want. Some kind of reflective something on there. Wow, it's okay. Not really what I'm going for, but I don't know really what I'm going for, so I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's supposed to be darker, right? A darker tone. And some hatching to his sternocleidomastoid, and a shadow for his ear, and then something back here to show some cresting light coming around. And make his neck a different angle than underneath the trapezius. Work on some transitions. I always like this kind of like horizontal shading. Because you could say I'm a kid of the 90s. Let's see, I'll soften that edge a little bit. Some cross hatching. So some hatching this way. And then some. Try to rotate that brush. Hatching this way. Cast shadow. Try to squeeze in something like that. Some of that. Uh-oh. Message on my phone. Something going on. Well, regardless, I think I gotta stop. They're gonna be here in a minute. So appreciate your time, folks. Maybe I'll finish this up later.